Hi guys, so this Halloween tutorial is a Voodoo King or Voodoo Master look. I saw a picture online and wanted to have a go at recreating it, so I hope you enjoy this video. You want to paint your face white, but you want to end the face paint to where you would naturally contour, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's hard to explain because I'm not the best at explaining, but just follow what I'm doing if you want to recreate this look. You then want to go ahead and set the face paint with a translucent powder. I'm now taking this small brush with some black face paint on it and I'm mapping out where my eye is going to be. Well, the blackness of my eye. You could probably map this out first with like a white eye pencil if you wanted to, if you didn't feel confident going in with black, but I just wanted to go in with black because I'm living life on the edge. And then you want to fill it in with the black face paint. Now don't worry if it looks patchy because we're going to go over this with eyeshadow because it will set it as well as make it appear smoother. You then want to repeat this step on the other eye. I'm now going over the face paint with a black matte eyeshadow. You don't want the eyeshadow to be shiny or glittery, otherwise it will ruin the illusion. So yeah, I'm just patting over it with a black matte eyeshadow. If it goes messy, you can always wipe it up with a baby wipe later and then go back over with white just to make it look a bit neater. Because that's what I did, because mine went messy, as you can see, because I am super messy when applying makeup, but that doesn't matter when you've got baby wipes and more paint. Using the same brush as before, I'm now going in and drawing an arch on my forehead, and it kind of needs to be even, but mine never ends up even because I'm not good with the whole symmetry thing. I then went in with a thinner brush because I thought it was just easier to apply with this and I could be more precise, and then filling it in with black. And then drawing a line and arching it up towards my forehead. And then taking an eyebrow brush and the matte black eyeshadow again, and I'm then going over that black face paint with the eyeshadow. You can use any brush you want, but I'm using this one just because it's easier to draw lines with and to make everything look a bit more sharper and neater. And then taking the black face paint and filling in my nose. I didn't fill it all in, I did 2 lines on each side and filled in each half because I didn't want it to be joined in the middle because the reference picture weren't joined in the middle, and I just liked how it looked this way really. And then taking a small brush and putting a line down the centre of my head, joined to the arch, and then putting lines through that. But I'm going to take that off later because I didn't like how it looked. And then going in with a leaf shape, kind of like a diamond leaf on my head, and doing lines coming off that. Then I'm taking the end of my Snazaroo brush and I'm going in with black face paint dots. I use the end of the brush because I just thought it was easy. You could probably use a cotton bud to do this maybe. I just use this because the end of my brush is broke, so it's round. To remove the line, I just used a baby wipe, but you could probably just use a face wipe or a wet cotton bud to do this, just so it just comes off really. And then going over it with white because we don't want a big pink patch on our head. I'm then going in with my eyeliner brush because my eyeliner brush is thinner, so I can make it look much neater than it already was. I'm then taking a brown eyeshadow and I'm bringing it down to where the face paint ended, so it looks like a mask kind of. You want to bring it down in a skull shape, so towards your lip, and just repeat it on the other side too. And you can try and make this look even. If not, you can just take a baby wipe again and just make it look a bit more even. I then decided to mix a bit of black and darker brown so I can make it look a bit more mask-like, and I'm just going over where I had already put it. And then taking a fluffier brush and blending that downwards. then taking a lipstick and applying that to my lips. I love this colour with this look because it was called Gothic Glam and it looked a bit more gothic, I'd say. And then taking my eyeliner and creating some short little lines on my upper lip, well, from my upper lip upwards, because it kind of makes it appear more like a skull. And then taking concealer and applying that to the bare bit of my face. I probably should have done this before we blended the other bit out, but oh well, we can blend it out again, and that is exactly what I am doing. I'm now painting a black line on my chin and filling that in. I'm tapping over the brown that we blended down earlier to make it appear mask-like with a foundation brush because it makes it look slightly more blended. And then taking my eyeliner and going over the shape we created on our forehead. It kind of went a bit thick in one part, but I did clean it up later on. And then adding 2 dots on each side above the arch I made on my head. And then all you want to do is add like a bandana or something to make it look a bit more voodoo-like. I just used this Lush knot wrap and made it into like this headscarf thing because I love the way this looks, and that is your completed look. If you enjoyed this video and you want to recreate it, please let me know and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will be back very soon with another Halloween video. Bye!